Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. The Broncos are top 10 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against the Pats, who will be testing that coverage.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with Tom Brady and the defending Super Bowl champion New England Patriots. Slot man moves right.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
So the D-line's going to spread out.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now a carry, it's C.J. Anderson. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Watch him now, Barney. Watch him now, Barney.
Again, Anderson. They'll get 4 on second down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now the second-year man from Syracuse, Riley Dixon, on to punt. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. First and 10. Here's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there for New England. 48 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmaker. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. For the shifty Dion Lewis. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that is going to set up 3rd and goal.
Easy.
From the gun, it's Brady. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, it's a night game, a lot of energy in this building, but the visiting team here, they get the ball in the opening drive, and they find a way to at least produce 3.
And things are just getting started, so you can't say that they've taken the momentum totally, but a good start towards seizing it in this game.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. He finds an opening past the 40. C.J. Anderson past the 20. And all the way home for the Broncos score. C.J. Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And his first carry, he loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. To shake out the cobwebs first time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right? But with a runner, there's no such thing as a safe run, right? Right out of the gate, you're going to be in some traffic. Got to take care of the ball, and he didn't do that.
Offense with a fumble, but they recover it, and it brings up second down. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. Trying to lay one up deep. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And they're definitely showing blitz here. On third down. That's Lewis. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. They go play action here on first down.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And over the middle to the tight end, Bennett. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid him, picking up a first down.
This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to get into the end zone. So cue up the Gronk spike. It's a Patriot touchdown. Rob Gronkowski, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Gronkowski now out to kick it away. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They start the drive with Anderson. They're going to fight through one tackle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Emmanuel Sanders, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And that makes it 14-10. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it.
Hey, 66. Check 50.
They go play action for White. Now it's Brady. And this one's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Second down here after the incomplete pass.
Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
Now they try the right side here. And, oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now this time, Brady will throw. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And this is going to be hauled in. Oh, what a catch at the 10. A gain of 39 that time. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Shift together here from the D-line. Brady to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's caught by Gronk for a Pats touchdown. Rob Gronkowski with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Here's Anderson as they begin this series on the ground. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2 as they take over here 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Following the penalty, Anderson. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
The slot man in motion right.
No, check, Patriot! Hurry up, here we go! Blue line!
In motion, the tight end Barnage.
Now, lock it, Leopard!
They run it it again with Anderson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 11 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's third down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup, and guess what? It's now third and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
Screen play, Anderson. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. First down. Here's the run with Anderson. And he's got some space here. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. On first and 10, it's Osweiler. They set up the screen to Booker. And he is going to feel that one. Knocked down hard, right near the 27. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Second down carry for Booker. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Defense showing blitz. Third and 2. Now Osweiler. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will tie things at 17 all. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal. Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 58 yards. Instead of the running back in New England, sometimes they like to call them the passing backs. They get them the ball in different ways, don't they?
They certainly do. Think about the ones they've had in recent vintage. You talk about Kevin Falk, Danny Woodhead, Shane Vereen, James White could have been the MVP in the Super Bowl if it wasn't for a certain quarterback that was on the field that day.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a third down. So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. Back to Denver right after this. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Throwing is Brady on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end.
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
On second down, Anderson. Give him 16 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down.
That was a good, strong run there. While it won't pick up a first down, it was definitely something needed by that offense. A positive run. They got a good push by their guys up front. Maybe something they can build on as this game continues.
The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run it. Here's Anderson. Trucks over it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down. And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Strong right. Strong right. Strong right. Set. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Pull down. Check.
And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Bang, 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 bang. Here we go.
In motion, the tight end Barnage. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. 3rd down now. It's C.J. Anderson. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. Going up top. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Osweiler with a give. This is Anderson. And room there to work it inside the 25. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He connected on his first, this from 41. Able to put it through, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. And that 3-point tally now means we are even here toward the end of the second quarter.
And what a way to end the half. Put some points on the board, feel better about yourselves as a team, and you're right back to even.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. Why does Larry always do that? He just stops talking. But let's go play the third quarter. I'm psyched. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
To to throw is Brady. He's letting it fly for Cooks. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be taken down deep into Bronco territory.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throw? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. A field goal would break the tie, but look at this. Instead, they're going to go for it on 4th and goal. They'll go for it. It's Brady. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Dree Archer, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to let this one go deep. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
All right, here we go. No, check. Detroit. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Complete here to Gary Barnidge. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Osweiler. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Running for it. Here's Anderson. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Now a handoff as they run left side. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. Now this time he'll look to throw. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of there where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They run the counter now. It's Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
And the D-line pinching together, must be expecting the run. He's going to look deep down the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, it's Anderson. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Give him 3 yards there, as that'll take us to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. If you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
So they get 3 field goals for him now, and this last one tightens things up a bit.
And I know that offense is on the sideline right about now, checking out the tablets and saying, man, we let a good chance slip away there. We've got to start finishing some of these drives.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Now a handoff looking right. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Brady to throw on 2nd down. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there. And it's 3rd down.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
On 3rd and long, it's Brady. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Brady now on 1st down. And pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. The Patriots in the midst of just a brutal 6-week schedule. 5 of the 6 on the road. After tonight, they're at the Raiders, then home for the Dolphins, but then they go to Buffalo, to Miami on a Monday night, and they'll visit Pittsburgh as well.
And you and I both know that no one's going to feel sorry for the defending Super Bowl champ.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They run with Anderson. He's been the bell cow tonight. And a big hit at the end of that one. He's knocked down hard, right at the line of scrimmage. The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 19. Toss play. This is Anderson. CJ with a nifty move. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Here's Riley Dixon now. Standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now Edelman. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. A handoff as they run the counter play. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage, so I'm going to put musical terms for you. You don't want to go prestissimo. That's too quick, too lively, right? But you also don't want to slow it down too much. You don't want to go lento. What you really want to be is moderato. Nice and even, nice and steady, get those gains, and close out the game.
I think that chicken parm from last night's gone to your head. And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
Easy.
Play clock winding down. Brady going to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though.
Wait, 20! 50-20!
Now they'll run it on the toss. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Well, it wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. And the D looking like they may blitz.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On 1st down, Osweiler. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And on 2nd and 10 now.
Back down to that Philly. Here we go. Kill. All right, here we go.
Osweiler going to give it to his tailback, Anderson. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Here we go. Watch him now, Barney.
We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Jump.
Over.
Carry number 20 coming up for Anderson. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Tight, watch left. Tight, watch left.
Wait, 20.
Hey. You got 3.
On 2nd down, here's Brady. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They'll need to get the play off quickly. On 3rd down, Brady. And able to find Dorsett. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a 1st down. Brady going to look to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. A good pick up there, 26 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I've used one right here.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Back to throw, Brady. Escapes the sack. That is caught inside the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dree Archer with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And the lead is up to 14. Goskowski now out to kick it away. And Denver getting set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They go play action here on first down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
And it's incomplete. Still time left, though. 2 seconds remaining now in the fourth quarter.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here, because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. And this time he's going backwards. So after...